Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world on today. My name is Latrell Allen. I am a director, producer, a speaker, and a soon-to-be author. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about growing pains. Yes, growing pains. I could address this to, just leaders, but this definitely applies to everybody, especially those who have a hunger for succeeding, whatever that looks like, be it how great the capacity is that you have on the inside of you to accomplish those dreams, goals, aspirations, so on and so forth. When you think about growing pains, you think about the process that one goes through, or grows through rather, when life happens, when you are faced with various forms of opposition or something that challenges you to be better, right? And that doesn't always feel good. That's never comfortable. For those of you who may be spiritual, there is a saying, or a phrase rather, a principle that's very important to becoming the person that you were created to be, becoming great. And that phrase is dying to self, right? And basically what that means is the things that are inside of you, the things, be it bad habits, unhealthy habits, personality things, or whatever things that may be of a detriment to your growth, they have to be extracted. Okay? And a lot of times what will happen is that God will use people to dig those things out of you. Don't be bold like me and people like me and ask him to dig those things out, because you're going to be faced with situations where it's going to aggravate you and upset you. But if that's what you want, you have to be willing to say, okay, this is what that is. And I have to die to this old part of me that does not service me towards becoming, and doesn't service me to get to where I'm trying to get to. And that's extremely important. That's extremely important. It's an extremely important step to take in our journey, in our process towards becoming. I want to, be transparent. For me, that took place in the form of, my current situation with my roommates. They taught me a very valuable lesson in this season, within the last really few months, but it really hit home for me on yesterday when we had a house meeting. And this was one of those situations where, when you feel that you think that what you think what you're doing is working, it's all good, everything is, everything is good. That's what you think, according to what you see or whatever you are experiencing, until you're faced with a harsh reality that no, what you're doing is not working, it's not right. And for me, that was what made me really humble myself and say, okay, wow, this is what I think I've been doing the whole time isn't working. I'm a Taurus and we are extremely stubborn. So me not living in the ideal place that I want to, which is fine, that's okay. It's taking me a while to have to adjust and shift and pivot according to where I am. And that's not easy. That's extremely uncomfortable. And so they were holding up the mirror to my face and saying, Latrell, this, what you're doing, your actions, even with them not being intentional, have caused this effect. And when it was brought to me what I had done, or what my actions was causing, it brought a sense of embarrassment, shame, and quite frankly, it broke my heart, because I couldn't believe that in me not wanting to die to self in this season, temporarily, it caused someone else pain. I didn't I didn't think that my unwillingness to shift and adjust would do such a thing. So it was the hardest lesson, but it was the most humbling lesson learned, because I didn't think that me doing what I did, or unintentionally, me refusing to die to self, me refusing to humble myself and look in the mirror and do what I needed to do to allow the unit as a whole to work together would bring that about. So in closing, I want you guys to know that as you are on the journey of growing, God will send people to you to show you what you need to see about yourself that you need to get rid of. Things that you need to kill, if you will. Bad habits, unhealthy habits, things that do not service your greatest potential. You will cause situations for you to confront so that He can take them out of you. But you have to be willing to humble yourself, to say, this thing needs to go so that I can be the greatest person that I can be. Okay? So I hope you guys got something out of today's topic. out of today's conversation. Again, my name is Latrell Allen. This was an interesting journey. I hope you guys that this resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Take care. Have an awesome weekend. I love you. And I will see you again next week at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Bye-bye.